The bird that penguins were named after and the name was inspired by, we made extinct. Like, we killed that bird off completely. But basically, before penguins, we had this thing called the original penguin, and the original penguin was actually the great auk. And the great auk was basically like this massive flightless bird that also looked really cute in the same way that penguins do. Again, couldn't fly, kind of podgy, had a really distinctive look about it. The difference being this was from the North Atlantic, so more people were like aware of this, I'd say. But we're not anymore because we killed it off. But basically one of the main reasons the great auk actually went extinct was because of like overexploitation by humans, kind of like a tale as old of time with regards to extinctions. The birds were basically hunted down for their egg, their meat, and also their oils. And I think what's most upsetting about this is how clumsy the birds were. Like, they were just like the silliest like birds ever, so they were quite clumsy and quite easy to capture, so they were easy to hunt, kind of in the same way that dodo birds were targeted because they were such easy targets. They were just so easy to kill. And so that's what we did to the great auk essentially. It was hunted down until it was so rare that museums wanted it for their collections. And so ironically, the reason it disappeared and went into full extinction was because at the end of its like existence, when there was so few left that people were becoming aware that it was going to start going extinct, museums wanted it so they could have a great auk. So instead of conserving it whilst it was alive, they wanted a conserved specimen of it. And so the reason that the great auk essentially went extinct right at the end was because it had so much like monetary value. It had an economic value if it was sold to museums so that they could say, look at this bird that's gone extinct that we've now got in our museum. Which is crazy work. But that's what happened to the original penguin. The penguins we have today, which are also now disappearing, come from that. Not biologically, just with regards to names and how they look.